Okay, right, so we're going to start. I'm just going to go through the diaphragmatic breathing first. So I know that this might be completely new for some people. So I'm quickly going to explain it. I'm going to explain it in a seated position just so that I can talk to the camera, and then we're going to take it into a lying position. So if you want to lie down and do it while I talk through, you can. So the aim is to be inhaling through the nose, and during the inhale, everything should be nice and relaxed. So a lot of the time, mums hold tension in their jaw, in their shoulders, in their upper abs, their glutes, and pelvic floor. So a big part of this is that brain and body connection and just switching off and thinking about the body. So we're going to take a big inhale through the nose, and we're going to focus on sending the air down, and think of this whole core unit as one big cylinder, and the air has to go down and fill every part of that cylinder. So I just want you to monitor that you're not going and breathing up. If we're upward breathing, the diaphragm isn't able to relax, and this will affect the pelvic floor, and it will affect the lower abs as well. They just won't be able to engage, and this will add to that pooch. It's all about pressure management. So a nice big inhale through the nose, send the air down, and just focus on getting the ribs to move out. You can even pop your hands on the ribs and the belly. The air then continues to go to the belly and then to the pelvic floor. On the exhale, the aim is to then engage. So imagine just lifting and scooping the pelvic floor from the back and the front. Once we've got the pelvic floor, it's then a squeeze of the lower abs. So just try and make that connection with lower abs. And as we exhale, we're pulling in and back. So never do we brace and push out against the abdominal wall. It's always an in, engage, pull back to the spine. And then once we've got pelvic floor and lower abs engaged, we can then move up. So imagine just zipping the rest of the core up. The ribs come in and down, and it's a full exhale. So a full inhale and a full exhale. These tiny things make a huge difference. Okay, so if you're lying on your back, we can have a little practice here. So one hand on the ribs, one on the belly. We're going to take a big inhale down to the pelvic floor. And then we're going to exhale. So your hands are going to give you some feedback. If you're struggling with lower ab engagement, on the exhale, I only want you to be focusing on that scoop, a gentle pelvic tilt back, and engaging lower abs. Bring the ribs down. That's all I want you to do on the exhale. And on the inhale, a big focus on rib movement, and just see if you feel the ribs and then the belly. So inhale, relax. Exhale. Ribs come all the way in. So just practice it a couple more times, and then I'm going to take it into another advanced breathing. So big inhale through the nose, jaw, shoulders, pelvic floor relax. Make sure you can feel the difference between pelvic floor relaxing and engaging. If you feel the lower abs kind of pooch up a little bit on the exhale, you need to really focus on that inhale. It's just telling you that you're not getting a big inhale, and we need to focus on that. We don't want that. Okay, one more big one. Inhale in. Exhale, engage. Scoop, tilt back. Ribs come all the way down. Finishing the exhale. Okay, so hopefully you've got a little bit of feedback from that. Keep practicing if you need to. Next one we're going to do, and this is a big one now for lower abs, is some 90-90 breathing. So we're going to take the feet up against a wall. If you've not got a wall, you can use a chair, it's not a problem. Really important you make sure ankle is in line with the knee, and then knee is in line with the hip. And then from here, hands can stay here if you want to, or you can just pop them next to the head. It's going to be the same principle. So it's going to be a full inhale and relax. This is really, really good for pelvic floor to relax. And then on the engage, so on the exhale, we're going to imagine we're not actually moving the feet. We're going to imagine sliding them down the wall. So just a gentle slide. It just takes glutes out of it a little bit. It takes the back out of it a little bit. And you might feel a tiny bit in the hamstrings, okay? So glutes need to remain out of it as much as you can. So we're going to send them inhale down. Everything's nice and relaxed. And then we're going to exhale, engage. So pull pelvic floor up, scoop it up, bring the lower abs on, gently pushing through the feet and sliding them, or imagine sliding them down. Exhale all the way. Your focus here is pelvic floor and lower abs. Full exhale. Get as much engagement on that pelvic floor and lower abs there as you can. And finish that exhale. On the inhale, we let everything go. So you should feel your back come off the floor. Pelvic floor should relax nicely. Big inhale down. Okay, let's go for 2 more. So full exhale all the way down. Just bringing pelvic floor and lower abs on. Gently just pushing through feet. Glutes stay relaxed. One more big one. Finish that exhale. Okay, so again, just seeing how much engagement you've got there. Right, one more for lower abs, and then we're going to take it into just a posture check. So you need a cushion or a ball, just something that you can squeeze between the knees for this one. Hopefully you've woken up lower abs a little bit and you feel them quite a bit in this little exercise now. So we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to imagine the ribs being stacked nicely over the hips. And we're going to take a big inhale down. So seated inhale down, watch the shoulders. And on the exhale, we're going to engage pelvic floor and lower abs at the same time as squeezing the cushion or whatever you've got between the legs. Okay? Don't over squeeze, so not a death grip, just a gentle engage. Okay, so inhale and relax. Exhale. Full exhale out, and then release. Big inhale down, and it goes down. Drop the pelvic floor. And then exhale, we're going to scoop the pelvic floor up. Gently engage those lower abs. You should feel it pull up and in, and then squeeze gently on the cushion. Exhale, exhale. Keep thinking about pelvic floor. Bring it back on. Get the lower abs. Keep squeezing. Finish the exhale. One more. Popping the hands on the lower abs just helps send some feedback as well. So it just gets the brain to connect a little bit more. So again, go through that about 10 times. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to touch on posture. So lower abs or diastasis is really, really affected by posture. So if you have a forward head posture or you slouch, resting on the hips, all of this is affecting the lower abs. So particularly postpartum, because we've carried the baby and now we're feeding, all of this becomes quite tight and rounded. So we need to basically open up. So posture cues to think about when you're standing or walking is imagining that you've got something pulling you up and slightly back. So almost, we're not made of wood, but just pulled up and slightly back. And we're going to think of almost tucking the chin in a little bit with a gentle squeeze of the lower abs. So just now and again standing throughout the day, or if we're out walking and you just catch yourself kind of in a bit of a slouch or standing in a bit of a slouch, just getting those shoulders back, a tiny squeeze of those lower abs, so really important, a little tuck in of the chin, and just imagine we're being lifted and slightly pulled back as we're standing or walking. Obviously, we can't do it all the time, but if we just retrain our body now and again to do it, it will help. And it's exactly the same with seated position. So if we're sitting down and always in this rounded position, the core has got no chance of really healing. So diastasis will just become worse or not heal. And again, that lower ab area will just suffer from that as well. Okay, so practice each of those. You can do them each day. Just listen to your body, and any questions, let me know.